Alright, guys, we are back. Anyway, we are back with more FF14. Hello, everyone. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that. Isambard aims to take his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them we may find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it to be so. There's a merchant by the name of August who was born here in Camp Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Okay, the inn is apparently down here. Hey Jeremy, do you quaff the day away at the inn? Oh, look who it is! Well, gods be damned. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Old Dog. What the seven hells do you want with me now? A few words scrawled in code by Isambard by Drybone. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folks around here, as worried as they come, they'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances? You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. How long would that do? He used to? Just hang out at the inn? Hungry beggar. Please, miss, just leave me be. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. I'll take two, or whatever's been feeding us low folk. Petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please, don't kill me. Okay. Interesting response. Petrified pauper? Back to work for you? No, Jeremy, you're not allowed to work anymore. Turns out your job is to just sit around and hang out at the inn. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, Costa del Sol, FF7 players, you should recognize that name. And I guess people that are familiar with Costa del Sol, the place that it's based on. Welcome back, Miro. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I should have expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely of their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Alright, so this hat is decent. But in order to use it, we need another chest piece, which they're gonna give us. Isambard would like you to learn what you can. If we would know what the common folk speak of their gods, we've no better place in the turn than the Church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And as long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to the burial, and I trust none other than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marx. He tends to the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Good. Secret Marx inside the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Okay, so the armor I'm wearing right now has 107 defense. The hat they just gave me has 34. Okay, so even if I combine them with the armor they're going to give me next, it's still not going to be better than that hat. that armor that I'm wearing. Which sucks, because I don't want to wear this armor. I don't like it. I can still climb around it, actually. Alright, we can... Alright, this is much better. I'll wear the full set for you at some point, but for now... I don't like the tin can outfit. I am Marks, yes? Body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Alright. Oh, he even has a gravestone already ready for him. Oh good, I'm glad we just tossed the corpse here. Wait, why do I have to bury him? Nice rocks. And blow 5 storms. May they all walk in Thal's realm. Missing people. I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Arson within the church walls. There she is. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true, I am closer to the people than any of the other in the order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I'll be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marks would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense to his conduct. I must have words with Marks and soon. Thancred, eh? Alright. We're running on. In case you guys aren't aware, the outfit that I glamored to is actually Cloud's outfit from FF7. I think this is the Advent Children outfit. Yeah, because it's got like the 40 different weapon holsters. Alright, we're going back to Camp Drybone. So as you can tell, the story slows down just a little bit here. But it's building up, right? Like, we got peaks and valleys already. Hey, 10 gauge. Thank you, Miro. A burial is no easy thing. Even when the departed is a stranger. Shit. You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Miro? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust. More times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Frustration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good Sister Arson herself. Arson? She wouldn't. She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. And you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper mocks. I'd swear to the 12th I've seen that face elsewhere before. Alright. So this actually has, yeah, 46, 34. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near enough. Damn. You're more mad at me than you were yesterday? I encouraged Bob to basically guarantee you use Ditto in the Elite Four. Sorry. These pants aren't even upgrade. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding the our Sister Arson's integrity. Sister Arson? It can't be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it couldn't be. She, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there's one child in particular she is fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, Miro, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arson's activities. Well, even still, Vector, or 10 Gauge, I heard that 10EG was actually part of a band. Oh, I should go up there. We're gonna take a travel over to the Golden Bazaar. I forgot about this area. I have not been over to the Golden Bazaar in probably years at this point. Oh, it's probably been years since I've been in Camp Drybone. Is 10EG in a band called 10EG and Butt Stuff? The cool thing about the Golden Bazaar is, like, there's all these ruins on the way to it, but it's funny because, like, why would anyone travel all the way out here just to go to a bazaar? It doesn't seem very, economic. Does 10EG play some sweet sax? That's up to you, my friend. If that's his role in the band. Look, man, I want to learn to play an instrument. I kind of want to learn to play the ukulele. But I can't remember. I have a hard time learning music. I have a great memory, but when it comes to music and languages, which I guess music is a form of language to some people, it's just in one ear at the other. But science, math, all that, I remember that like it's nothing. I should play the saw. I'm not familiar with the saw as an instrument. Uncombed urchin. Please help! Sister Alton went all on her own, hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Not trolling. Can I? No, I mean, that's fair. Like, the spoons are a fucking instrument, right? I'm just not familiar with the saw as an instrument. Hey there. Well, this mage is not looking good. There's that pipe moment. I win. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Wow, that's a lot less concern about her well-being than I thought. Look at this chasm. Engage, what do you think of this Tuco Tuco? Also, I meant to ask, yesterday you said work was really weird. Why was work really weird? I like Tuco Tucos. Dopey fucks with their weird, giant, bulbous snouts. Before your old barber died, he showed it to you. It was pretty cool. He said you basically just have to know how to carry a tin, and it was pretty easy. Well, I'm fucked. I don't know how to carry a tin. You know what we haven't done in a little bit, guys? We haven't ridden a chocobo. Let's get a chocobo over to Can't Drive on, shall we? We could just hurt, but why would we do that? 1 minute for 15 gil. I do remember the dumb IT folks you're dealing with, yeah. Look at those crystal formations. You can really see them like this. There's something cool about those that I'll show you guys later. You met one of them yesterday, and they are giving you access to a sandbox SQL database that isn't connected to anything. Okay, so can you use that to your advantage, or is that kind of pointless at this point? Sister Allison was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being and doing the doing? No less, certainly not the dastardly deeds Tancred would have us believe. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Tancred. I am well glad I reserved the inn room for Sister Asin. It seems she received far greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Tancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Amalja wrong places. I mean, you can do some stuff, but it's literally the bare minimum they can do. In fact, it's probably more work setting that up. You're convinced you know more about technology than they do. I mean, you probably know a lot more about technology than I do, but I don't really know that much. I work in batch operations, and that's basically all I do. Now, I can manage my way through my systems at work really easily, generally. When I first started my job, I used to call out to my supervisor like every night. I'm sure I pissed him off on more than one occasion. But now I think I only really have to call out if it's to notify him that I'm going to do something. A dusty mongrel doesn't want to fuck on me, it seems. Hey look, there's Tancred. I can see him by that tree. Hey there, Tancred. Ah, there you are, Miro. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Asin. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor rose were misplaced. But, false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Asin near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Miro. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Oh, okay, yeah, sure. You know what? Fuck it. Dick. You just know too much because you've been exposed to a lot? I mean, yeah, like my training is not in... I have training in law, security administration, stuff like that. I don't have training in IT, but I was able to learn this well enough. Queer leaflet. But they keep talking about how AI analytics will do their predictive modeling in like 5 years, and had to bite your tongue not to rip them into what their plan is for the 5 years. Yeah, that was my immediate thought reading that is, okay, but what about leading up to that? That doesn't help them at all. I'm actually kind of surprised I got into this encampment with only fighting one Amalja. Also, fuck you, Tankard. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? A strange slip of parchment found at the Amalja encampment in eastern Thanalan. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe that one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone and let us see what Sister Alison makes of it. I'm like a jack of all trades. I know a lot about everything, but nothing super in depth. You know what is possible and roughly how to do it, and then I use Google to figure out the specifics. So my brother, he works as a systems admin, and he was telling me that even though he goes to school for this, like, there's so many questions that pop up that they just don't prepare you for, and that Google is still a primary resource that he uses to figure a lot of it out. And honestly, I don't see a problem with that. Being able to find answers to your problems is definitely a good thing. She in here? She is in here. Might not be actually. She might be upstairs. I'm fairly certain she's in here. Alright, hit it. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Miro. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere, but I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. These people are just dumb. Like, how is it IT's job to even do analytics? They don't have a single analyst that works for them. The guy who taught you SQL told you that the best programmers use Google. Yeah, see? See? So it's not uncommon. But sometimes other people may have the answer to what you're looking for. That's normal. Posing as a priest. Think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Miro. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Alright, so we don't get any upgrades for gear, but that's okay. Dress to deceive. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Miro and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. And they will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Miro. So as to lay the foundation for a little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Hey, Faye! Welcome! Alright guys, we get to don the false clothes and alright, so I need a tunic and slops. Okay, so they're gonna actually make me wear these. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, I am not even wearing the right armor. Well, no I am. That's And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see if you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Alright. So they're not gonna give me money. Ignore my armor on my arms and legs. That'll stand. I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say. Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to take part in the honey of her wisdom? Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt have want for naught till the end of days. Okay, so before we do that, I want to show you guys something. It is 8:19. That means it is nighttime, right? So you remember those that weird structure in the distance, the like twisting rock formation that I showed you? Well, at night it does something different. Look at that. It glows at night, which is very cool. I like that. Oops. Vector, did you know that the Despicable Me theme song mentions you? I'm sure that he knew, but... This is Elden Ring. I have played Elden Ring on stream. Oh my god! This person's name is... Oh my god! Greetings, good madame. Is there aught that I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Maybe you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. This is a hipster Elden Ring. Vector had no idea, the bastards. Elden Ring before it was cool. What is it? Oh, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Wow, super rude. Banker, why didn't you do this? You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Mira. The camp is above of talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authority do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. God, I hate you, Thancred. I think Vector should sue Steve Carell and Pharrell Williams directly. Yeah. Alright, guys, give me a sec here. We'll be right back. I gotta just do some quick stretches as my back is hurting today. Be right back.